Okay, and now we have got the access for AnyDesk. I think we'll check that software has been installed or not. Okay, so we got the message from the Amritsar. So we make sure that what and all we have downloaded in the last meeting, it is available or not. So in the last meeting we have downloaded Docker desktop. Maybe it will be there. Yeah, it is there. So in the last meeting, these are the software we have downloaded and installed. So we have downloaded GitHub or Git software. So this is required for us to clone the code from the repository. So I'll show you that link for you. Like, so what is that? ERPNext Docker. Frappe Docker. So this is documentation we need to follow. So here, as they mentioned in the documentations, we need to clone this code from the their repository. This is the repository they have created in a GitHub. So in this repository, they have all things like a development kits, what all is required to install the ERPNext. Everything they have keep it known as repository. So we need to clone this repository to our local system. So for that, in a Windows, so we have to manually install the Git software. So what and all the latest software we have, it's available in the internet that we are going to install. So this is the thing we have installed on the previous course. So we can go to the command prompt and we can check. So maybe it's not. Yeah, as yesterday also the last calls also we had a issue like in access of a keyboard. So what we have done that day is we have connected through TeamViewer. So we'll just try to connect from the TeamViewer from my system to that remote system. So TeamViewer ID this is. So I'm just going to connect with the TeamViewer. 1547864 177. Yeah. So it is this is a password. Now it's connecting. It's authentication. Yeah. So we need to provide that password of that system. D5 TWA8. Okay. Log on. It's authenticating. It's arming. Yeah, it is connected now. Now we can close or we can continue with the TeamViewer. So I am connected with the TeamViewer means so in the NDS, like from the what is that, from the NDS access, I could not able to type anything. So from here I can able to type. So I can disconnect the NDS from here. Yeah, it is no more required. I have disabled it. So I mean, I disconnect the NDS. I just continue with this Docker. So TeamViewer. So this is software has been installed. So to check that Git is installed or not, we can go to the Git command prompt. And we can see the what the version has been installed for the system. So Git space ---- version. This is the command to check the Git version. So yeah, so it is showing the version of Git. So in the last call we have downloaded the Docker, but we are not installed in a Docker in this system. So we can see in the tab view. So Docker has not been installed. If it is installed, so it could have auto run once we start the machine. So and also we have cloned the code in one of the repo in one of the directory. It seems maybe DREC drive. Somewhere we have cloned. Yeah, this is the folder Frappe Docker. So inside the Frappe Docker, these are the code which we have cloned from the repository, Frappe repository. So another documentation they've already provided to install Docker, how to install all the things. This is the thing they have given the documentation for the Docker basis also. So you can go through this link and you can refer that. So easy installs, whenever installation. So these are the options are available. So let's start development. Yeah. So under the if you scroll down the link, I'll show you. So this is the first, like in a Google, I just entered as a Rapid Docker. I just go through the, like I click on the first link which I have there provided. So this is the first link which I have got. So in this documentation, I cloned the document, the code and all things. So under the below, there is a separate link for that development setup. So start development. If you click on that start development link, it will open a new tab. So with a separate Docker like development thing. So in this development private Docker, this is a same repository we are looking for. Inside that, this is a development fold we are looking for. You can also go from here. The same that repository. You can click on development. It will go there. So you can see the how the installation is done for the Docker, like in for the Windows. So they are giving the like step. So in order to start the developing, you need to specify the following prerequisites. Which once is we have to install the Docker desktop on your desktop in your when laptop or the server or the local system, whatever you can call it like. So there we have to install the Docker desktop first. If you are using Windows, okay. If you're not, if you are using Linux or Ubuntu or a Mac OS, that will be like a Docker only. That's only Docker, not the Docker desktop. So that will be done through the command prompt, like in the terminal. So now we are using in a Windows. So we are just going to here. They are giving a suggestion for the like instruction for Windows. You can open that. You can refer like how to install the Docker desktop for the Windows. If you are using any other Windows like Mac OS or Ubuntu, so you can refer this. So they all can also providing the commands for the to install Docker on Mac OS or the Mac OS or the Ubuntu. So right now we are using like we are going to install on the Windows. So we'll just we can go through this manual. We'll how to install the Windows, how to install Docker desktop for the Windows user manual. The first thing what they are suggesting us to do is go to settings to tap upon the menu, and these are all things we need to be done. We have to do after that to install the Docker desktop. So first and foremost, we need to install the Docker software on the server system. So we'll go to the download folder. So this is a set of file which I have downloaded. This file is having around 524 MB. So this we have been downloaded the last call. So we are going to install now. We have to click on right button on the icon on the software, and you have to click on run as administrator. So that setup file is getting executing now. Yeah, you can say yes. Now application is getting launched. Yeah, setup file is getting executing. So it will take some time to install the Docker desktop on the Windows. So we have to wait for some while. It is downloading a required package from the online. Even though it is having a 524 MB of setup file, so some packages it needs to be downloaded from the online. So make sure that you have connected to the internet when we are installing a Docker desktop. So yeah, it is saying that install required component WSL2 and the add shortcut to the desktop. So make it as like as this default. You can make it as tick both options, and go ahead click on the OK button on the left or right bottom corner. Once you click on the OK, so it is unpacking all the required packages, all the files which is required for the Docker desktop to install. It will take some time to install or like unpacking and installing the required things on the Windows. So, but actually, this will not ask us to the for target locations where we have to install. By default, it will get installed on the C drive and inside the program files. But like it should ask at least like where we have to go for installation. But it did not but it did not ask. It is going to install with the default path like in a C drive. Now the Docker desktop is getting installed. Let's wait for 5 minutes. Okay, before clicking close and restart, it will restart the system. So before do that, what I will do, I will take a snapshot of this thing, password and ID, because I need to rejoin this thing once again once it start. So what I'll do, I'll just copy that user ID here, 152, sorry, 1547864177, and the password is TZD5TWA8. So something I need to do now is like, okay, I don't know what I have to do once system is restarted. I think I need to tell the person to launch this team viewer. 1547864177 TD. Yeah. So I'm going to close all the things. I'm click on close and restart. I'll just send a message like I just type it over here to them to understand. Now system will be restarted. Once it started, I request you to launch team viewer application. So that I can rejoin I hope nobody is there in front of system. Okay, hope for the best. I'm going to restart the system. Don't want to waste the time. Okay, fine. Restart. Yeah, it is restarting. I hope that I will not restart anyway. If TeamViewer is not disabled for me, then it is good for me. If it is disconnected, so that I have to I have to send a request to Mercer to launch this application. I feel I need to stop the recording and I need to start once again, because it will be a length session. Will be going to the hand, so I don't want to take a risk because if anything is stopped in between, problem for us. So I'm just going to stop this session. So I will start the session once again. Uh,